stay tuned with us because at the end of the summit, we'll be starting with our HR Awards ceremony right after the summit. So don't go anywhere and be a part of this gala winning celebration with us. So for now, let us move to our next knowledge presentation on effective people management, transforming high potential into high performance in the work from home scenario. So 3 critical factors. Well, for the presentation, we have Dr. Suyog Vankudre, Regional HR Director for South and Central Asia at Jinko Solar. He is an organization development coach, trainer, Amazon #1 bestseller author. He is in this field for 22 plus years with exposure to 13 industries while working with European, American, and Asian companies which were industry leaders #1 in their respective industries in the capacity of HR and strategy leader, quite an achieving leader we have out here. So Mr. Suyog, the screen is all yours.
Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. And really nice to see. First of all, thanks, Ms. Geeta and whole Solar Quarter team for such a wonderful opportunity for us to learn together. As you said rightly, it is a unique event in a solar industry for all HR professionals, and really appreciate your efforts. And all participants, including Dr. Vats, Mr. Ajay, and all other speakers, really appreciate and look forward to learn more things from you all. The topic which you shared with me to have some experiences, what we learned throughout last 22 years. I feel that in 10 minutes, it will be very difficult to give all details, but I will take one case study, and in that maybe we can share what we learned, how we learned, what mistakes we did, and how it was successful for us. So I remember a few years ago, we were working with one of the corporate, and the company top bosses were always having challenge on top line and bottom line. They were doing fantastic work on product. They were having excellent quality of the products. The reputation of the company was excellent. Supply chain was working fine. However, looking at the competition, looking at the growing overheads, they had a challenge how to manage this top line and bottom line consistently. And of course, with us, when they invited us to support them in this challenge, we had a lot of debates, a lot of analysis and detailed work we did. Let us understand what are the minute changes we did and which help us to improve the performance of that company. And at the end of the year, when we realize the growth has happened 77% more, like 177% growth has happened, and they were doing same business, same team was doing fantastic performance for them. So what we did is we understand their operations thoroughly, and we have done a lot of restructuring in the team. A lot of support structure team members been added to support the efficiency of the salespeople, and we focus first on the sales team. We had a conclusion with the debate of the sales leaders that let us allow salespeople to work from home. And 10 years ago, this story is 10 years ago, that time nobody was believing that people can work from home. They had a challenge that if you allow people to work from home, there will be issue on the performance. And we took one region as a trial run, and successfully we did across the region. So typically, if you look at this slide, you will understand, typically sales team was earlier required to work from office, and till first half of the day, they were always busy in routine work in the office. And first client meeting used to start generally in the second half of the day. So if you look at this slide, person used to start early morning around 7:30 from his residence to reach out to the office, waste a lot of time in the traffic, and then a lot of office discussion, a lot of office meetings, reviews. And finally, first meeting used to start somewhere between 1:30 to 2:30. Second meeting again used to start around 4 o'clock with the customer. And by the time person reached to the home, it used to be 8 to 9 o'clock. So typically almost 12 to 13 hours a day they used to work. And when we shifted their working from work from office to work from home, every morning they used to have a typical meeting on call around 8:30. And from 8:30 to 10:30, they used to start first meeting. By the 2 o'clock, they used to finish 3 meetings with the customer. And by 4 o'clock, they are done with the 4 customer meeting. And around 4 to 4:30, they used to reach home. They used to finish their daily reports. And 5:30 onward, they used to have a lot of free time. So what was the outcome of it? Daily, they moved from daily client meeting, 2 clients a day to 4 clients a day. Average daily working hours reduced from around 30 and a half to 9.5 hours. Weekly clients meeting earlier used to happen around 12, which has increased to 20. They moved from 6 days of work to 5 days of work. And approximately weekly working hours reduced from 78 to 48 hours. And because of that, they used to get a lot of time for self-development, a lot of business analysis used to happen on time, because every day they used to get update about the sales and field on this field updates. And because of that, their product team and business analytical team were always having up-to-date data every day, and they were coming up with the quick decisions. Apart from this, there are a lot of other infrastructure support also we provided them, and ultimately this has resulted to move into the business growth. Top line and bottom line both were increased a lot. This looks very simple while talking here, because here we have explained in a simple way, but there were a lot of challenges there. So what are the 3 key factors we considered to implement this change? Of course, there are a lot of other factors we considered, but because of the shortage of the time, we focused on the three factors. So first one was the alignment of all the processes with organization vision, mission, and value. And accordingly, we had defined each and every policy. So we had detailed policy covered for each and every individual's requirement. So it may be leave policy, it may be reimbursement policy, it may be any other facility provision for the people. And it was so transparent to everybody. Everybody was eligible. Everybody was aware of what is eligible to whom. There was no hide and seek. And this has helped to build transparent culture and transparent environment in the organization. And because of that, a lot of disputes we could avoid. And we covered all the requirement of the people in those policy. And of course, all these things were linked with our organization vision, mission, value. It was in sync with the top management thought process, and it has been bottomed down to each level. Second factor, what we learn and what we followed is the detailed analysis with expert support. So for everything we used to consider, we used to collect a lot of data, we used to collect a lot of survey, we used to have a lot of formal and informal discussion with the people. And from there, we used to get a lot of insights, and we used to take into consideration for making decisions. Of course, we also got a lot of expert support in that. And we used to train our people, we used to guide people how we have to manage whatever decisions been done, how it has to be executed. Next factor we can see is the training and handholding of managers. So this is also another critical aspect we have considered. We used to train each and every individual and manager. We help managers how to start a day with an opening meeting, how to end a day with a closure meeting. A lot of practices we ensured and we push our managers to follow, and not to call people after working hours if they're working from home. It is very difficult, especially in the field of sales, that people have been restricted not to call after working hours, because sales people have to typically work in that environment. But in our organization, we rigorously work during that time. We also push our managers that in case they have to give any negative feedback, they are not supposed to talk in public. We ask them to have a private conversation all the time. And whenever there is an appreciation needed, we used to push them to, of course, acknowledge in front of everybody. A lot of informal events we used to organize, which used to be virtual, so that people were not required to come to the office only for those events also. Of course, in a month, we used to allow them to come twice in a month for various regular work if they have to come. But that was a choice given to the employees if they wish to come. Let us look. We also supported our team. Apart from training, we also supported our team on various tools. So here is the one tool we are explaining is about self-assessment tool on time management, in which we used to, we had given the individual people a form. We had given them a form, and in that detailed questionnaire is given, and every individual was allowed to do the self-assessment. They were not required to reach out to HR or reach out to manager, and we allow them to do self-assessment, come out with the findings, and based on that findings. So here the form, which has 20 statements, and whatever is the applicable. If statement is most applicable, they were supposed to rate 5 statement is least applicable, they were supposed to rate 1. And based on the final outcome, they used to see their results. And these tools were made available for them online. And they used to, based on this, we were encouraging them to attend a lot of training programs we used to conduct. We had complete annual calendar for the training programs, and a lot of ongoing programs were free to them whenever they wish to attend online programs. They used to attend, they used to improve on their area. For example, major training we focus while giving to the individual is that we train them how to handle their spouse, how to handle their parents, how to handle their kids while working from home. Because in Indian culture, any person working from home, and I'm sure last 1 year, everybody must have realized that if person is working from home, it is understood that person is on holiday and available to do household work. And at the same time, person has to attend a lot of important client meeting, a lot of internal strategic meeting. It becomes difficult. So a lot of support been provided by us to them, how to group, how to conduct structure. A lot of policies built such a way that people were given funds to buy a furniture. Some people wanted to buy air conditioning. Some people wanted to buy table and chair to work in the home in a structured way. And all these things really helping, and people were giving us a lot of feedback that this kind of supports help them to improve their performance. So here is another tool about self-assessment and planning. Similar, a lot of tools were available, and in case anybody wish to have such tools, we can share through Solar Quarter team, or you can access to our website, or you can access to my Facebook or LinkedIn page. You can get that. For managers also, we had an assessment tool like Manager as a Motivator. So, and these are the self-made tools. You don't need to approach to anybody else for the results of those tools. Another important thing, as we mentioned, we did is that we conducted a lot of surveys. So here is small part of survey I'm sharing with you. The first part of this slide showing that last 1 year, what was the feedback of the people on challenges they faced while working from home. And almost 32% of the people shared that work effectiveness was the biggest challenge for them while working from home. That means they had a lot of disturbance, might be from neighbors, might be from children, or might be other members in the family while working from home. They were not able to concentrate how typically they concentrate in their office. 28% people said they have an issue with work-life balance. I'm sure majority of you can also correlate with that. That a lot of people are not able to close their working hours how they used to do it in office. A lot of people end up working till late night or start early morning, and it is not allowing them time for themselves. 17% people felt lack of infrastructure support. 13% people felt they had lack of personal connect. And these are the requirements. Honestly, we can tell you, even 10 years ago when we conducted, these are the similar challenges we face. And there's a reason we allowed budget to the people that, okay, so that they can do restructuring in their home, so that they can create a small cabin for themselves or small workstation for themselves. So we allow them to spend money on that. Company has paid that amount to them. For work-life balance, we train our managers and we train our individuals also, so that they can work only specific time. And we also give them formula of 50-10, like continuous 15 minutes, they should work and take a break of 10 minutes. It used to also help them to have better work-life balance and better health. Similar training initiatives were helping us to achieve each and every challenge what they were facing. Second part of this survey you can see is that is it necessary to have alignment with the organization mission value of the work from home. You will be surprised that we conducted surveys in 2013 and 2020 also. At that time, we had some percentage of the population who were saying it is not really required. But our recent survey, the survey is still ongoing, but 80% people said yes, it is much needed, and almost 90% people said may or may not be. But not a single person feedback was that it is not relevant. So that means over the year, people have learned, and by experience, that it is very important to have work-life balance policy and process work aligned with the organization mission values. I think, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of other things we can share. If you want, you can go through our book also we have published on similar subject, and maybe through Solar Quarter we can share with you more insights on this. But these are the three key factors I can say that we can highlight. here and helped us to perform better as an organization and to give better results. So thank you very much once again for giving this opportunity to share with you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Suyog, for great insights and such an amazing presentation. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next presentation is on HRM insights for navigating the COVID-19 pandemic, learning from the experts. And the expert is Ms. Kamaljit Kaur, CHRO, Sterlite Power. She is having an experience of more than 18 years in the field of